Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video we have a story titled My 24 female boyfriend, 25 male, of 8 months broke up with me after I told him I had casual intercourse in the past. Before we get into the story, just wanted to remind you of the Patreon story. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. I get to read more explicit and exclusive stories, I guess, over on that page. Things I can't say on YouTube. So if that sounds interesting, check it out. Like I said, links in the description. With that being said, we'll get straight into the video. I met my boyfriend at a friend's party. He is a really good dancer and super cute and handsome. In brackets, reminded me of Shahib from Jab We Met. I have no idea what I just read. And I fell for him instantly when I saw him. I asked my friends to introduce me to him. We talked and really hit it off. He was new to the city, so I offered to show him around. We started hanging out and eventually started dating. He's a very loving and caring person and a hopeless romantic. The kind of guy you fantasize about in your teens while reading a cheesy romance novel. I was happier than I have ever been. He emotionally supported me in my bad times, took care of me when I was sick, and often did some stupid, cheesy romantic stuff that would embarrass me or make me blush. I was living the dream. The intercourse was amazing. He was very considerate and would always ask me what works for me. Nobody had done that for me before. The first time he asked me that in bed, I cried a little, not kidding. He treated me better than anyone ever had, and I doubt anyone ever will. It was last week that all things went downhill. The topic of casual intercourse came up and I confessed to him that I was involved in casual intercourse. He asked me what was my mindset while I indulged in those things. I told him that I was lonely and just needed companionship. He told me that he doesn't know how to respond to that and just kept quiet. I knew at the moment I effed up. I had never seen him be quiet like that. He had a hard time processing that. In brackets says, for context, he's an old school romantic kind of guy. We both had relationships before and were sexually active, and he was aware that I was sexually active with my exes, and there was never any issue. He is not the insecure kind. My exes never bothered him. Okay. Throughout the week, he kept maintaining distance and stopped picking up calls. I got very impatient and went to his place to confront him. And he sat me down and told me he cannot continue with this relationship. For someone that's like so romantic in that, why are you being so distant? Just why? Kind of ignoring her. You should, if you're not okay with that, first of all, that should be talked quite early on, like your preferences. But also, I think he should have maybe said, I just need time to think. Like something so small like that can help. Like he wouldn't even pick up her calls. Anyways, my heart broke into a million pieces right there. I begged him to stay. He comforted me and told me I did nothing wrong. He just has some boundaries and he wants to stick to them. He said he cannot be with someone who can separate intercourse and emotions. I told him I'm a different person now, and all of that was in the past. He said I did nothing wrong, and he doesn't blame me for it. It's a him problem. And he's being selfish and breaking up for his own mental peace. Everyone's allowed to have their own boundaries and their own everything. How long have they been together, did it say? 8 months. So it is quite early on. At least it wasn't like 2 years in and that happened, you know? I can't even blame him. I knew about his stance on hookups because my friend who introduced me to him also tried to hook up with him before we met. But he denied, saying he doesn't believe in casual intercourse and hookups. I don't know then, because if that was something you knew, maybe it should have been a conversation from the start. I knew my past would bite me, but I always thought to myself, I'll find someone who does not judge me for my past. I had always thought that men who would reject me from my past wouldn't be worth it, but this hits different. He's a guy who could easily get laid, but chooses not to because of his beliefs. Yeah, I guess in this situation, this is kind of, obviously he's everything you want, but if that's one thing you also think that you need, it's probably better off because you obviously don't have the same beliefs. Even if you're different now, you still did that, and he has his beliefs, you have yours. Realistically, if you want that, you should not have to worry about someone worrying about your past. That's another thing too. I think body count and past shouldn't be a big factor in a deal breaker. But also, everyone's allowed to their own beliefs and opinions. He is a gem of a person that I cannot accept the fact that my past actions could haunt me in this way. If I could just go back and erase that part of my life, if only I could undo all of it. I never regretted my past this much. He'll probably find someone better than me, and she'll be the luckiest girl. I just want to cry. End of rant. At least he wasn't judgy. I think that's why I'm not so upset right now, because he's not judgy. He's just like, it's not your fault, it's mine. Like, I just have to stick to my own beliefs. Like, if he was like, ew, you're a SLUT, then maybe I'd be like, leave. But he wasn't. That's a good thing. He wasn't judgmental at all. Okay, so there's an edit. It says, thank you for your kind words, ladies, but a lot of people have bashed my ex, and it's important to know that I left out a few details in the post. He did try to communicate with me that casual intercourse was a deal breaker for him in subtle ways in the initial couple months, but I did not want to reveal my past just yet. And when I confessed to him last week, he felt more betrayed than bothered about the hookups. Okay, well, why didn't you say that in the first thing? You knew that you were in the wrong then. If he has, like, first of all, you knew that from your friend that he doesn't do that. And if he has been dropping those hints and, like, that has been happening in the first couple of months and you did nothing to, like, tell him, it's all on you. Because realistically, you've been hiding that when you know that he doesn't really believe in that. It's not like you're lying, but it's that you're hiding it, you know? I don't know, because like I said, past shouldn't matter, but if it's been talked about that it's a deal breaker for him, then maybe that should have been brought to light when he would say things like that. Even then, he did not tell me I lied to him, even though I technically did, by omitting something I was clearly aware mattered to him. Yeah. When I confronted him, we had a long conversation about it, and for people saying he was just looking for a reason to break up, I'm not sure how you even came to that conclusion, when I know for a fact everything was perfect until then. Edit 2, I just wanted to share my sorrow here and get some support, as I don't really have a support system at the moment. But people are too busy either bashing my ex or defending casual intercourse. I effed up, and maybe if I was honest earlier, he would have still accepted me, but I ruined my chances. I just received a text from him asking to meet. He said he needed some space and he was not in the right state of mind when I confronted him. He was just too overwhelmed to talk about it. That's good. That's good that he had told you that he needs space. Like, at least there was communication. I thought there was no communication from him at all. So this is good. He told me I deserved a proper closure. Oh, he seems very mature too. Oh, damn. So yeah, he is still breaking up with me, I guess, and that's fair, he did nothing wrong. But I betrayed his trust. Yeah. I just hooked up to fill a void after some really toxic relationships. All I ever wanted was a guy like him, but when I finally got him, my past actions took it all away. I wonder what life would be like if only I had met him earlier. And for all the men sliding in my DMs, y'all are the reason letting go of such a nice guy even hurts more. It's hard because like I said, I think past should not be a problem if it's like kind of looked on in like a negative way. It doesn't seem like he has a too bad of, like, obviously his values isn't that, and like that could be seen that he is looking at hookups in a negative way, but he hasn't judged her, which is the big thing. And I feel like this is like kind of a situation where if that's his values and what he believes in, and everyone's allowed their opinion, of course, but if that's it, he's doing it in a way that isn't like negative, I guess. That's why I'm trying to get across. But, you know, it's just this way the situation is panning out. It's quite sad. Okay, so there's an update. So a few days back, I posted my story to Fen and got a lot of attention and also triggered some debates. But I generally need help to get over my past now. Now, the past week has been hell for me. I broke down at work thinking about him. I have been putting on a brave face in front of my friends, but I'm not okay. Some of them think I've dumped him because I got bored with him. In brackets, they know about my past from a long time. I drunk dialed my ex, and he had to come and get me and drop me at home at 2 a.m. I made some advances on him, but he quickly pushed me off. What are you doing? What are you doing, girl? He told me to get my act together, and that it's equally hard for him. And if I pulled another stunt like this, he will go and see with me. Yeah, I don't know why you did that though. Like, that's a bit... I just feel so disgusted at myself. One of my friends has approached me asking if I'm okay with her asking him out. That's so random. But what is this friend? You're just freshly out of a relationship and she's pouncing on him. What? What do you mean? She says she genuinely has feelings for him and is not looking for a time pass. I don't know what time pass means, but what the hell is this friend? I have realised all my friends thought I was just using him for time pass because of my past. They never thought I was deserving of a guy like him. These aren't your friends no more. What who, why? Who are these girls and why are they acting like this all of a sudden? It's been a week since they broke up and this girl's jumping on him. What the hell? I have been feeling this uncontrollable guilt over my past. I just feel disgusted by myself and how people around me perceive me. I no longer believe in the things I did, but I can't change the fact that I did them. I know I get a lot of people telling me it was okay, there's nothing wrong in it, but I no longer feel that it was right. And it's not after my ex broke up with me. I've been feeling this way for a long time. Yeah, but it is okay. It's because everyone around you and obviously your environment makes you feel like it's not okay. You're allowed to do whatever you want with your life and with your body. And obviously there's people that perceive it as disgusting and people see it as it's okay because it's your body. And I'm one of those people that think it's okay. It's your body. It's hard to come to terms with it, and my recent breakup realized all my fears. I don't know how to get over this, and I'm only getting more miserable each day. So that's it. I wish there was a bit more. All I can say is that your friends are not friends, and especially that one girl that asked you, like, has she been preying on him? Like, she been praying for the downfall of you guys? And to even think that they think that you're not worthy of anyone that treats you well and good, they are not worthy of your friendship. You can feel a certain way about your own past, even though you did that, but she needs to know that it's okay. Realistically, it's okay. And it's so good that the ex did not look at her in a horrible way and negative, at least not to her face, because that's also a big thing. That's when I'm a bit like, your opinions are now like putting people down. Does that make sense? He's allowed to think that and believe in that way of not having casual hookups, but if he would be like, you're a SLUT, you're a WHORE, then that's when I'm like, okay, you can have your opinion, but don't bring people down with you. So thank you to the ex for being just like civil and not negative Nancy over here. And all I can say is move on and work on yourself. You'll find someone that accepts you for you. They are out there somewhere. Anyways, let me know what you thought about this story in the comments down below. Did you enjoy this? What do you think? I know everyone has very big and different views on casual hookups and stuff like that. That's it for today's video. Don't forget about the Patreon. The link is in the description if you want to check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and to like. And I'll see you in another video, guys. Bye!